My name is Lenska with the Lenska Realty. I'm a real estate broker and investment specialist working with home sellers, buyers, and investors. This is San Diego's real estate market update, November 2019. I also serve on the board of SDCIA, the largest investor club in Southern California. So this is the only San Diego local market update produced and narrated by me, where we look at facts, graphs, and stats and tell how we build fortunes and not to just tell fortunes. This is how we assess a real estate market with the following data points: sales and inventory numbers, interest rates, employment data, home purchasing sentiment index by Fannie Mae, builder sentiment, affordability, and NODs and trust deeds. Let's take a look. In San Diego in October, we had a median sales price of $665,000, which means this was a 3. Now, going back to 2015, usually what happens in October, we kind of level off and trail along. Then we have a rise in spring again. October 2016, we trailed off and rose again. October 2017, we kind of also leveled off, went slightly down, but had a huge increase. In August 2018, we had a median home price the same as we had actually right now. So we had a decline of about 10%. In January, we were at 613,000, but then have an increase again. And right now, we have seen a little bit of increase in a very active market in November, actually. For the attached, we landed at 426,000, which is barely 1.9% year-over-year increase. And if you go back to February 2018, we were at about 423,000. So for practically about 20 months, we did not do much for when looking at attached units. Looking at detached units, we are around $411 per square foot, which is at 1.7% year-over-year. And the price per square foot is the important number as we evaluate real estate by price per square foot. The appraisers use it, the real estate broker use it, investors use it to analyze and maximize profits. The attached units were at $425 per square foot, which was a merely increase of 1.1%. If we're looking at active listings, it was steady or increased a little bit because our inventory is down for detached units at 30% year-over-year. Historically speaking, we always go down in the second half of the year, which this year is according to plan. We have been going down in inventory. Not so much with the attached. With the attached, we're only down 12% year-over-year. And if you're looking at the last couple, or in 2019, it went up. And yes, we go down a little bit, but we don't see a steep decline like we used to see it in the second half of the year. So there is a difference between attached and detached, and that's why I like to bring your attention to it. Market time is still very good. We're about a month in active market time for the detached and attached component. But Not all neighborhoods are created equal, and we do have a difference in the performance and appreciation in the single communities in San Diego County. So we will see who fared the best and the worst. The best, we're looking right now, 2.6 or around 2% increase, Mission Valley, Escondido, South Escondido, La Jolla, Alpine Hamul, Chula Vista, rural East County, Kensington, Normal Heights, Rancho Santa Fe, and Tierra Santa. But who are the bottom performers? Palmer Valley moved very slowly, and that's why you see a price decline. Hillcrest, probably because homes are really expensive. Valley Center, Point Loma, Coronado, no surprise. Carlsbad, Poway, Lakeside, and El Cajon and Cardiff. Pending sales are up nearly 20% year over year. And that tells you we have an active market, and also you guys can see that the inventory is down as we had many homes going under contract in the last month. No surprise, we have an unemployment rate of 2.7% in San Diego compared to the US 3.7% and California 4.2%. Let's take another look at the unemployment rate as a recession indicator. So the gray lines are the recession indicators, and as we can see, every time unemployment hit a low point, a recession was to follow. In 1957, we were at the lowest at about 2.4%. Currently, we are at 3.7% in the US. Maybe we can go a little bit lower, but maybe we're already signaling another recession. Obviously, we're on life support as interest rates are vital to our real estate market and purchase of homes and affordability. So our conventional rate was around 3.6%. The FHA and VA 30-year fix was about 3.125%. So anybody who has maybe 3.5% down and can go FHA and VA as 0% down, don't wait. The interest rate is great. So buy your first, even at VA and FHA, you can buy a duplex or up to a fourplex. And here we go for self-employed people and 1099 receivers. We are at 4.75%, which is still better than last year at 5.75%. Home builders are feeling giddy because we have the highest rating in about nearly 2 years. We have a 70.1 points nationally and 83 in the West. You probably ask yourself why. Here is why. Because we're not building enough, we don't have enough inventory. Even the existing homes, we don't have enough inventory. And home builders are building not entry-level homes, we could sell many more, but they still meet the demand and plugging right away. Home ownership rate in the US is 64.8%. In San Diego, 55. I think it's more like 50. It feels like it, but it is getting lower as less people can afford to buy. Not that more people can afford to rent. That's why we have this whole new accessory dwelling unit bill out that even investors are allowed to add units. How does the general public feel about housing? Fannie Mae does a survey every month. The survey consists out of these 6 questions. Is it a good time to buy, to sell? Will home prices and mortgage rates go up or down? And how good do you feel about your job and income situation. Oh well, the consumer home purchase sentiments remains robust, but we are down for the second continuous month. Right now in October, we're down 2.7%. And mainly because we are down in the category, it is a good time to buy, because that component declined notably despite low mortgage rates, but due to the persistent challenge of a lack of affordable housing supply. So the home prices to increase over the next 12 months has also fallen to its lowest reading in 7 years. But the good news is people still think the low interest rate, but then we also have another category that people don't feel that their income will rise or did rise in the last 5 months. So the household income confidence is down, as we can see. Which means that is all a question of the affordability. If I don't make $132,000 in San Diego, I'm not able to afford a median home price, priced home for $655,000, which means the monthly mortgage payment is about $3,300. If you pay that one in rent or even more or around that number, maybe you should be thinking about buying a house. Who is buying a house? The millennials. Everybody thinks the millennials are buying houses, but here is the reality. 42% of older millennials say they spend more on their home purchase than expected, and only 1 in 5 perceive buying a home as affordable. Now, the average down payment is 16%, and that's usually the biggest question mark people have when they buy a house. They don't have enough down payment. So where they used to borrow it or have family chip in, now they're actually taking some money out of their retirement savings in order to buy a home. And debt is usually a problem, and debt usually is the reason for a next recession. So let's look at a little bit more international and look at China, because this is China's Great Wall of Debt. China is the second country with the largest debt to GDP ratio. The Chinese consumers are pulling back. We all heard that the China economy is contracting. The European economy already pulled back, and the United States is actually the best horse in the glue factory. And here is a good reason to be thankful to live in the United States, as the world is on fire. There are many countries that are demonstrating against the government, or are going onto the street to protest against income disparity. And amongst those are the Ukraine, Spain, obviously Hong Kong against the government, and other countries. And it's usually not set or initiated by a major event or so. It's usually that small pocketbook items have been the catalyst for popular fury across the globe, and especially in recent weeks. The demonstration is like more out of economic issues, and the mantra is the same. It is against the status quo of the rich and the elites. Also, another thing to watch is the revolving credit outstanding is above 2008 levels. So our credit debt is increasing again. Our total household debt balance is at 14 trillion, and as we can see, the mortgage debt is a little higher, but supposedly these are this time well qualified people who are going to pay back the mortgage. But as we can see, the student debt doubled, which is also the auto loans, which are the green, is more than it used to be in the 2008 and 2009. Speaking about auto loans, this is a chart that shows you the percent of balances 90 plus days delinquent by loan type. And if we can see that the auto loan, the green one, is slowly creeping up. So overall, what are we thankful for? We have a medium home price that's still appreciating about 3.3%. We have low interest rates. We currently have full employment. We have a Fed that is very accommodating. We have a rental market that's super strong. We're looking forward to the new rules to relax the building rules for accessory dwelling units. We certainly can be very thankful to live in San Diego, America's finest city with the best weather. Obviously, we're all happy to be a member of the SDCIA family, and I personally wanted to thank you to listen to the end and maybe listen to every market update I do. And I also appreciate all the great relationships I made throughout my transactions. Don't forget to set your scales back 10 pounds this week. Don't forget to join me for more education and strategic planning to increase your bottom line and get rich with real estate, usually the third Saturday of each month. In December, we will meet on December 14th. You can sign up at meetup.com. And here's my information if you like to schedule time with me to go over your investments, how they are performing, and how we maybe can increase your income. Please give me a call. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy friends, family.